Yeah. So what should I write? 0 to 9.
We should check its ranges.
Yeah. What should I write, guys?
Range 0, range 1, 2.
Okay.
So in that way, it only takes 2 numbers.
Next.
Slash hyphen.
For hyphen we don't need.
Slash hyphen.
Okay. Next.
One digit.
Only month.
It should be a valid date.
First thing is check which it's valid date or not. Then we'll move to finding only the date and the month.
So if it's only valid date, you can just give only 0 to 9 and ranges 1 to just give ranges 4.
Where?
No, instead of all this, if you're only checking for valid date, we can give 0 to 9, minimum range of 1, and maximum range of 4. I will be only doing for month.
I want to check entire format DDMM.
That's all. I thought only for month, that's why I told 2, so 2 we can put 4.
But my date cannot be 2 digits, right?
Yeah, but minimum is 1, right?
So it's not a minimum and this is not maximum. This is total number of digits. So I'm saying 1 digits or 2 digits. If I say 101, this is not a valid format, right?
Yes.
So even if someone is specifying 32, this is not a valid one, right? But still I cannot restrict it. So that is the reason I want to extract this and then I will check if this is valid or not, right? So first restriction is only 2 digits are allowed here. So I'm saying 0 to 9, 1 to 2. Similarly here 0 to 9, 1 to 2. Okay. Hyphen followed by
0 to 9.
0 to 9. This should be 4.
Oh, yes, 4.
Right?
Condition also we can check it here only. Like for the first digit, we can check if it's 0, 1 or 2. And for the third digit, it should be 9.
Which one is here?
Okay, so for everything we have to put separately if you're putting in hyphen.
So this is my date. So I'm checking if it's for 2 digits only. This is for my month. This is 2 digits.
And this is for
my year, right?
No, but we are taking like everything, the whole string as one. That's why I told 1, 4. So we can take one minimum character and 4 maximum characters like that.
Caret symbol and
yeah.
Alright. That is important. Yes. So I'm putting caret. I'm putting dollar. Right. Okay. Now, let's say I want to extract only date and a month. Okay. So I'm creating 2 groups now. So this is one group, and this is second group. Okay. So I'm not interested in year wala group. Okay. So I have something like this. Alright. So again I'm saying m is equals to re dot search of r comma s. Okay. Now just print me if
m dot print m dot group and valid.
Okay, alright. Now just have a look for the concept of groups. Okay, so when I only say m dot group, it will give me everything which is matched. Okay, when I say a group of 0, this will again give me everything which is matched. Okay, when I say group of 1, this will give me the only date. When I say 2, this will only give me the month. When I say 3, this will give me error. Okay, because we are saying no such groups. Okay, so this is your first group, this is your second group. Okay, so you have pattern, you have a string, you check if this is valid or not. Now if the pattern is valid, you need to do some further validations, right? Now in that case, I want to check if this is 30 or less, right? So try to write a program at home as a homework. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to check if this date is, so you have to check the month also, that if month is from this and date is less than 30, then this is valid, otherwise do not consider this. Got it? Okay, so what will be logic? If it's month of Jan, then I can accept till 30.
This m.group is like output is will be int or string.
It will be a string. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is the main use of your groups. So if I say first, this will give me only date. If I say 2, this will give me month. If I say 0, this will give me everything which is matched. Okay. Alright. Alright. Why this will not work in case of your findall now? Okay. So it actually works, but it works in a different way. Okay, so whenever you have a groups, okay, and you use your findall method, then at that time it will only capture your groups. Okay, so if I just say now re dot findall r comma s, and if I print the l, okay, it will only capture the groups. So this is my first group, this is the second group, and it will be a tuple. If I have multiple groups, it will be a tuple of that much elements. Okay, it will not capture the last one. Okay, it was happening same in this case also. Here, whenever you were specifying +91, okay, and whenever you're using this find all, it will only capture the group, right? What is your group? This much is your group. So if you are specifying +91 as output, it will only show +91.
If I do not give those
Which one?
groups.
So in that case, I cannot specify this entire thing as option, right?
Here in
here.
If I do not specify this
groups. In this case, this will work.
It will work.
Yeah, here we can try. So it's just now this is my find all. So this will give me
list.
Yeah, so if I put a group, it will take only the things which are in the brackets.
Exactly.
And it won't even print the special character that we put in.
No. So it will just capture the groups for you. Okay. So this is how your find all method will work in terms of groups. Okay. Now for groups, we have something called non-capturing groups. Okay. So come back to this example again. So here we said +91 will be at start, okay, followed by space, right? Okay. Now if you see, I don't need this +91 at all, right? So few people will specify +91 and few will just give me phone number, right? This is one scenario. But even if they give +91, I'm not much interested in this +91. Okay. So I want to I don't want to capture this group. Okay. So what I can do, what I'm doing, I'm putting this into one group. Okay. So this is my one group. Question mark and colon. Okay. So I'm specifying something question mark and colon. Okay. Come back here. If I execute this now, So my group printing everything, right? So how many groups we have here? 2, right? So 1 and 2. But I specified 1 as non-capturing. So that is the reason if I give, if I give 0, this gives me everything which is matched. If I give 1, okay, it will only give me this.
No, but even if you just...
If I give me 2, this will not give me anything. Okay. So why? Because I explicitly specified that this is one group which is optional, but I don't want to capture its value.
Even without the question mark and colon, you can find out.
In that case, it is capturing this value, right? So here, if I do not specify this, okay, and if I execute this, now I have 2 groups, right? So if I say 0, I will get the entire. If I say 1, it will give me plus 91. And if I say 2, then this will give me number, right? Now what I will do with this plus 91? I don't want this. I don't want to capture it at all. Okay. So this is something called as your non-capturing groups.
If input itself is
No. So this is optional now. This is optional.
That's always optional, but the second
that's always optional. Okay, that's always optional. But it's just even if someone gives it, then also I don't want to capture it. Okay. Got it?
There's no question.
Yeah, we can send them.
There's no such group.
You haven't grouped. So
You have to put parameters.
Now I have 69, right? But I want to make sure that it's not more than that. Like one specific number, like as we said in dates, right? It should not be more than 31 or 32. So can I put another statement that it should be between this range?
So we are restricting here, right? First character should be 69.
If you put 0 to 9, it will take numerical numbers. But I want to make sure that it's within the range of some number. So if you put 6 to 9, I should make sure that it's within the range of 69 only, not like 70 or something.
The conditional we can't do inside the visitor. That's why we are grouping it out, and then we have to check.
No, just ask. Okay, then you can't.
So what exactly you want to do?
No, you have 6 to 9, right? Range. Now I want to make sure that the first numbers, just forget the whole number. I just want to make sure the first number, the first 2 numbers, now it's 62 in the first. I want to make sure that doesn't exit 69.
Alright, okay. So yeah, that part of conditioning you cannot do using your regular expression. Okay. So for that you can extract this, right? And now you have to write your if and else logic for this.
Okay.
Like in the date you want to check that.
Yeah, that 21st, yes. So
even I got it.
Yeah.
In the date we can't check.
That's your homework problem, right? That's your homework problem.
That's why we are grouping it out.
Okay. So you can group it out. Okay. You will get the number. Okay. And you have to write a logic.
I'm working.
Okay. Now you will have multiple V's.
No, so maybe we had some more formats.
No. Yeah, if language is giving you something, they will expect more from it. Right? Okay. So we have something called named groups. Okay. So now let's say you are specifying a regular expression and it contains a lot of groups. Okay, so it's not feasible that you will always specify 1, 2, 3, 4 and all this, right? So we can specify a named group for this. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm saying P, and this is my date, and P,
month.
this is my month. Okay. All right. Now here, while accessing, we're specifying invalid one. This is valid one, right? Yeah. So what is missing? Is it a question? Yeah. Okay. So now what I have done, instead of specifying the number, okay, I have specified a name for this particular group. Okay, so this group I'm creating for a date, this group I'm creating for a month. Okay, so while printing the groups, now I cannot use this. So instead of using this, so if I say 0, this will give me entire thing. If I say 1, right, so this is giving me entire thing, right? But if I have, let's say, 10 groups, I need to count each time what is the number of that group and print the number. Instead of that, I can specify a name and I can just write, okay, give me the value of month. Okay. All right. So we have few wildcards. Okay. So for digits, we have same 0 to 9. Right. So same thing, you can write it as /d. Okay. Instead of writing the whole 0 to 9 each time, I can just write /d for that. Okay. If I want everything other than 0 to 9, okay, then I can write /D. Okay. Okay. So this actually stands for this. Okay. If I specify caret inside a character class, then it works as a complement. Okay. Everything other than 0 to 9. And I can write it as /D instead. Okay. So for space, I will write /s. So this is for my space. If I say /S, then this is for complement of S. That means everything other than space. Okay. We have /W. This is for alphanumeric. Okay, which means it will accept 0 to 9, A to Z, and capital A to capital Z. Okay. If I write /W, which means everything other than alphanumeric. Okay, so this is just a replacement. So let's come back here. So in the same examples, instead of this /9 I will write /d.
First.
Okay, so this will work the same way. Last method is your match. Okay, so we have seen search. So what search will do, it will search for that particular pattern and it will okay, so search will give me only first occurrence always. Okay, so findall will find all the occurrences, but your search will find only
first occurrence.
Okay, I have something like this. If I say r is equals to let's directly write it. M is equals to re dot search of. Now here only I need to specify the regular expression. So my regular expression is search for HTML in this particular string and print me m dot. Okay, so this will always match the first occurrence only. Okay, but it will match the first occurrence anywhere. Okay, so let's say JavaScript, Python. Okay, it will match from here. So it will traverse the entire string and it will match. Okay, the another again. So if pattern not found, it will return me none. So similarly, we have another method called match. Okay, so what match will do, it will search for this pattern only at start of the string. Okay, otherwise it will return me none. So I'm writing again f m. Okay, this is not printing me. Okay, so your search, it will search inside the string also and search for the pattern, but match, it will search only at the start of the string. So if I have something at the start like HTML, okay, it will give me HTML. Okay, all right. For group method, for this match object, we have two more useful methods. So that is your start. Okay. Okay, so it is a 0. So this will tell me at what position it started matching. Okay, so this is the end. Okay, and this is the element which is matched. Okay, so we have a start method, we have an end method, and we have a group method for your match object. Okay, All right. Okay, so for homework, first thing you have to check the date validation. Okay, second, check if, so you will write a pattern to validate the email ID. Okay, second, pattern to validate the website URL. Okay, so that HTTP or HTTPS, okay, colon slash slash followed by the www dot. Okay, you can write a pattern to match your Adhar card number.
The URL, what should we look in the URL? What should we look in the URL?
You should have everything. That .com should be there. Okay, let's limit it for .com only. Don't go into .ac, .in, all this thing, .org. So .com should be there. At the start there should be HTTPS colon slash slash www dot and then some domain name. Okay, and you can extend this thing, phone number thing, to validate any international phone number. Okay, so you'll have a country code and a phone number. Okay. Alright. So this is your regular expression. So let's quickly revise. What is the use of this dot operator?
It matches with anything.
Alright. Plus.
Looks for occurrence.
At least one.
At least one occurrence.
At least one. Okay. When I say star.
Zero.
Can I say question mark?
Optional.
Okay. When I specify something like this.
Range.
Okay. So this is range. Okay. When I say dollar.
End string. End string.
Okay. When I say caret.
Start of the string.
Okay. If I want a range from A to M.
Specify from A to M in the square bracket.
Okay, so this is my character class. Okay.
0 to 9 4-digit class.
We have 0 to 9 for the digits. Okay. Alright. Then next some method wise we have seen findall. Then we have seen search, and we have seen difference in all these three.
Findall only searches groups.
Groups and a list.
If you have groups, then it will print only groups. If not groups, then
We'll consider as a full one.
So first thing, it will return a list always. Okay, and it will return all the occurrences. Okay. When I say search, this will return me a match object and of only first occurrence.
First occurrence.
Okay. when I say match method, it will only return me. It will also return a match object, and it should be at start of the string. Okay. If the pattern is not present, search will return. If pattern does not exist,
blank.
Findall will return me empty list.
Empty list.
Search will return me
Error.
none.
None. Sorry.
This will also return me none. Now if I'm searching for something using search or a match method to print it, which method I'll use? So this will return me a match object, and I want to print which is match using this match object.
m.group.
Okay, so what is the concept of group? So I will just specify this parenthesis. So from the pattern, if I want to extract something, I will use groups. So if I say 0, this will give me entire match string. If this is 1, then first group, 2 group. If there is no third group, it will throw an error, right? Then we have seen something called non-capturing groups. How to specify a group as non-capturing? Question mark and colon, right? So this is my non-capturing. If I want to specify a named group,
P
question mark P and the name which you want to give. Okay, so this is named group. So the only use of this is if you have large number of groups, just to avoid the numberings, you can go with your groups. Okay. Anything else?
/e.
Oh yeah, wildcards. We have /d for
numbers,
digits. I have complement of that is /capital. Then for the space we have S. Then capital S for complement. We have W for alphanumeric and /capital W for complement of this. Okay. So from next time we will start with comprehension, okay, map, filter, and lambda. Okay, so this will come under your functional programming. Okay, so now going forward, your objective will be how to optimize the code. Okay. Any queries in regular expression?
No.
Okay. So if you are good with this, you will find its use case everywhere. Okay. Even you are searching in your Word and Notepad also. If you are not getting anything with your normal findall method, try to write a regular expression. Okay, you will get a perfect result. You can replace anything. Okay. So this is a very useful topic, and if you take any language, your regular expression will remain the same. Okay, so this dot operator, this plus, this star, this question mark will have same meaning in all programming languages. Okay, it's just this find all, search, and match. So this method will be different. Okay, but all these things will be the same. Okay. All right. So we'll stop here for today. Okay. Ciao.